The witch dogs and the crystal ball. With the witch's dog was playing football in the garden with his friends, Bertie, Harry, and Sticky. That's not fair, he pointed, as Sticky took the ball off him for the 10th time. Your legs are a lot longer than mine. His friends laughed. Let's have a last dance, said Bertie. Good idea, said Bert. I'm hot. Who'd like some lemonade? Me, said Bertie, Harry, and Sticky together. I'll go and get some, said Bert, and went into the kitchen. Winnie the Witch was sitting at the kitchen table. She looked very unhappy. Bert forgot about the lemonade. What's wrong, Winnie? He asked. Aren't you feeling well? Winnie sighed. I'm fine, Bert, she said. It's just that today is the witch's fun day. It is, said Bert. Brilliant. Winnie sighed again. Not so brilliant, Bert, she said. You see, all the witches bring out special magic things have they created, but I can't think what to make this year. The witch who makes the best thing in crowned Queen of the Fun Day. Have you ever been crowned Queen of the Fun Day, Winnie? Asked Bert. No, said Winnie. All the magic things I made were furry. One year I made a teeny broomstick, but it flew out a witch's nose. Another time I made a flying carpet, but all it did was hop about like a flat clock. Everybody laughed. What a shame, said Bert. Just then they heard Bertie shout, "Gurr!" And the next moment, with a football shot through the open window and landed splash in Winnie's cartoon. Oops, sorry, said Bertie. Look at the window. I don't know why I'm strange. Bert finished the dropping ball out of the cartoon. Suddenly his eyes lit up. Winnie, he cried, I've just had a great idea for the fun day. Why don't you turn this into a crystal ball? You know, the kind that shows the future. Winnie gasped in delight. Yes, she cried. That is a great idea. Bert, you're a genius. Putting the ball into an empty pot, she opened her book of magic. Here goes, Winnie said. She began to pour the magic potion onto the ball. Steam rose from the pot, mixing off Winnie's glasses. While Winnie was busy making the star, Harry said, I heard about the witch's fun day where they have music and magic and sports where you aren't allowed to use magic, said Bertie. I wouldn't need magic, said Sticky. I'm as fast as the wind. I'm as slow as tomato sauce, said Ruth. At that moment, bang! There was a bright blue flash from Winnie's pot up, and the kitchen filled with smoke. Are you all right, Winnie? Gasped Ruth. Winnie nodded. Then, out of the pot, she lifted a shining, glowing crystal ball. You've done it, Winnie, said Ruth. Cried Ruth. Brilliant. Winnie smiled proudly and peered at the ball. It worked, she said. I can see me making the sprout. I know I can see you coming into the kitchen, Ruth. Her face fell. Oh no, she cried. It's working backwards. The crystal ball is showing things that have already happened. It doesn't show the future at all. Winnie sat down at the table looking very glum. The other witches are going to laugh at me again, she said. Let's check the scores, said Ruth. Perhaps you made something out. Winnie shook her head and with her stem of glasses. No, witch, she sighed. It's just that my magic has gone wrong again. We'll go to the fun day without the crystal ball. The fun day was very jolly. There were balloons and bursting and music and colored lights. Near the entrance was a gallery of the pictures of famous witches' pets. Ruth looked at them and sighed. There are pictures of rats, cats, bats, toads, and spiders, he said sadly, but there are no dogs. That's because a dog is the honest thing to have as a witch pet, said a voice behind them. Ruth turned around and saw Sly Cat and Tricky Toad. They were witches' pets too, and they His idea of wits became better than them at magic. I don't know why you came to the fun day, Strand. A witch's dog is no use at anything. No use at anything, echoed Tricky with a sneer. Not even spurs. And off they went, starting with laughter. Mumbled Bertie, and with frowned. I showed them, he said. I'm going to enter those posts and win something. Go for it, Worth, said his friends. So Worth put his name down for the sprint race, the long jump and the bird-drawing event. Sneaky showed him how to run fast. Like this, he said, and zoomed off. With practice and in the race he tried hard, but he came last. I used to jump on the ice all the time back home, said Harry. I'll show you how to do it. With practice, and in the long jump he tried even harder, but he came last in that too. Then Bertie showed him how to throw the ball. With practice. I think you might win this time, said Winnie. Sly and Tricky heard this. We better stop him, muttered Tricky, but Sly grinned. No, he said, we'll make sure that he wins, but by magic. That way he'll be discouraged. Then it was Rip's turn. He threw the ball with all his might. But as it flew through the air, Sly and Tricky suddenly put a spell on it and zoom! The ball picked up speed and landed in that next field. The judge frowned. There was magic in that ball, she said. And magic isn't allowed in the sports. You are disqualified with. But, said Will. No, but, said the judge. You broke the rules. You are out of the sports because you cheat. We've talked away miserably. I think Sly and Tricky are to blame, said Winnie. But how can we prove it? Just then there was an announcement. It's time for the display. Would all witches please bring their magic condition into the stage? Winnie sniffed. I wish my crystal ball had worked properly, she said. Whip snapped his fingers. Aha, she exclaimed. That gives me an idea. Whip turned to Sticky. Could you run back to Winnie's house and fetch those crystal ball and the magic book, please, Sticky? Just watch me, replied Sticky and zoom! He shot away at the top speed. But Whip, pursued Winnie, the witches will left my backward crystal ball. You know they will. Where's it? said Will mysteriously. Where's it? For the display, the other witch had brought along some wonderful things. A bottle of rainbow lemonade in 7 different flavors, and amazing ice cream, a magic paintbrush, a flying umbrella from people with their hands full, and a crack that really hurt the time. Winnie sighed. They are also good words, she said. I hope Sticky doesn't get back in time with my silly ball. Whoosh! Sticky skipped into a heartbeat beside them with the book and crystal ball. Here you are, he said, hardly out of breath. No problem. Thanks, Sticky, said Worth. He looked at the spells in the book and grinned. You must enter the crystal ball in the display, Winnie, he said. Winnie sighed again. All right, Worth, she said. I just hope you know what you're doing. The judge peered into the crystal ball, then shook her head. This worked backwards, Winnie, she said. The other witches began to laugh, but the judge stared into the ball again. Wait a moment, she said. What's this? I can see Worth withdrawing the ball, and I can see Sly and Tricky putting a spell on it. The audience gasped. You two are the cheers, not Worth, the judge said angrily, pointing at Sly and Tricky. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Sly and Tricky shrugged off their disgust. Who would take that Worth who have a crystal ball that worked backwards? Sly murmured in disgust. You just never know what that "Dog is going to do that now," moaned Tricky. "I'm sorry for my mistakes," said the judge, turning to With. "That's all right," replied With, opening Winnie's book of magic and pointed to a spell. "Winnie got this spell long. Besides, her glasses seem off," he explained. "Can I fix it?" "Please do," said the judge. So Wolf let the spells out very carefully and flash! The judge looked into the crystal ball and beamed. "It worked," she cried. "I can't see what's going to happen next." Then her eyes grew wide. "Oh no," she said, "bad news. There's going to be a solid storm that will completely wash away the fun day." Everyone woke up, and sure enough, there was a huge black cloud overhead. Suddenly, there was a loud crack, and bursts of lightning came shooting down from the cloud. Everyone gasped frozen to the spot. They couldn't think what to do, but Winnie could. Quickly, she went out the spout. The cloud exploded into a million stars, and the lightning bolts were transformed into the best fireworks spray anyone had ever seen. The witches and their pets cheered wildly. "Hooray for Winnie!" they yelled. The judge beamed. "Your magic has saved the fun day from disaster, Winnie," she said. "Thank you. And of course, we must thank Wolf too. Winnie, I hereby crown you Queen of the Fun Day." Everyone cheered again, and Winnie brushed it with pride. "You are a genius, Wolf," she whispered. Wolf was given a special award. His picture was added to the gallery of famous witches' pets. The judge smiled. There may be lots of rats, bats, cats, toads, and spiders," she said, "but there's only one Wolf, the world's first and best witch's dog." The